What's going on, assassins? So, the other night I did a video showing that Ubisoft had altered a bunch of our gear after a bunch of you had pointed it out to me. Well, today we have a bunch of proof, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about so that you don't think that I'm crazy or that I'm anti-Ubisoft, because I'm not. I really am just upset at what's been going on. It's deplorable. I'm Darkshot of the YouTube Assassin. Let's get into this.
Have a look, Sunan.
So, the first thing that I want to point out is that none of these gear sets that are on the store do you need. You don't even need any of the gear sets that are in the game. The game is super easy to the point where you really do not even need to wear a gear set and you could just fight. All you need is just the right weaponry and just the right tactic. The game can be played from start to finish with basically nothing, and the stronger you get, the stronger you get. It's just crazy. This game is not pay to win, and for those people who were making these purchases, who were buying these gear sets, it's not to gain an advantage or anything like that. I just wanted to make that clear because some people are questioning, like, well, that's what you get for paying to win, that's what you get for doing whatever. It's not the case. When you buy these gear sets, you like the look of it, you like the way it looks, you like the gear set itself, you like the things that come with it, you enjoy all that stuff, so that's why you get these sets. Cosmetically, it's pleasing, or maybe it just fits your playstyle, or maybe you like a certain weapon, maybe you like a certain shield, certain look. That's why we buy these things. But the thing is that when you make this purchase, you go into it already knowing what you're going to get. You see what you're going to get. You have it. You enjoy it. It shouldn't be altered. That is the situation here. I don't even use a lot of runes in some of my gear because I just don't see a reason for runes, honestly. Runes are good. They do enhance it. They really do. But you don't even need to. That being said, the problem here is that there are a bunch of gear, premium gear, meaning that it was bought off the store, that people paid money for. And it should have not been altered. They bought it a certain way, and after a couple of weeks, whatever gear they had was altered through no fault of their own. And that's absolute crap. So the biggest thing that I'm going to show you off is the Einhard gear. Now, as you can see, this is the Einhard gear. I'm probably butchering that, but anyway, as you can see, I'm showing where only one piece, the chest piece, actually has the diamond rune. All the other pieces have circle runes. Now, originally, all these pieces had at least one diamond rune and two circular runes. Recently, with the recent patch, they were all changed, and in fact, all the gear that I've seen has just the chest piece with a diamond, all the other pieces with circles. However, thanks to a viewer, Tanya, who sent me this proof, here's her proof. You can see that she has three circles, but the bottom circle has a diamond rune in it. She never removed the runes. She was using this gear. She had the rune in there, and when it got altered, it got stuck. It's a circular slot, but she had a diamond rune already in place there. And I can't believe that they did this. Here's another piece of gear. Look at this. Diamond runes all around. Now, I don't know why Ubisoft would do this. I don't know why they would alter the gear. They didn't give us any warning. They didn't tell us anything. They didn't give a reason for it. That's just really crappy practices. I don't see why they would do something like this. There's no need for it. If we had this gear, here's another one. If we had this gear already done, already with a diamond in it, why would you remove it? Why would you then change it? Were you worried that the gear was too OP? You should have said something. Or left it alone and made other gear that wasn't OP. And also, I want to give a big shout out to Gary Oak, who also pointed out that my weekly reset on the 5th of January of this year, I go to Retta and look, there's the helmet. And you could clearly see he's selling a helmet with an empty rune slot that is a diamond. That's what I paid 120 of these opals for, or what you may have paid 120 opals for. Not all 3 circles or anything like that. So why would they alter this? This is absolute crap. I even show it off. And here I am showing it off, and you could clearly see a diamond slot. This is absolutely despicable. There is no reason for them to do this. It's absolutely crazy. It's deplorable. And when people were first pointing it out to me, I looked really quick. I saw that all the gear had a specific pattern, whether it was premium or not. It all had the pattern where it was all gear that was all circle for every single piece except for the chest piece. The chest piece was the only piece that had the diamond. The newer gear, like you're seeing right here, has the 1 diamond in all the pieces. But now, after paying $20 for this gear, just to experiment and see if there was an issue, do I have to worry that somewhere down the line it's going to change? That somewhere down the line they're going to alter this gear as well? Ubisoft, you need to explain yourselves. If this was an error, if this was a mistake from the patch, okay, put out a statement, let us know, and fix it. That's all. If it is not a mistake and it's intentional, we need to know why it was done. Maybe for some people, they bought that gear set not just because they thought it looked cool, but because they figured, wow, when I get a diamond rune, or if I find diamond runes, or I have a specific diamond rune that will go really well with this gear. Look at it now. All circles. If they were thinking that they were going to do something special with it, and that was the deciding factor, that it looked cool, it had the right slots, I'm going to go for it. And again, this is older gear. This is older premium gear. Back when the game first came out. And people obviously went and got it specifically for the rune slots and maybe that it looked cool. Why would you do this? Why would you alter it? Did you just want to offer your older gear in Retta's shop and have us get, pay 120 opals and get involved for crappy gear and then leave all your other stuff premium? Leave all your other premium stuff like with the diamonds and stuff like that? Like, that doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. And again, just to let everybody know, buying that stuff isn't really pay to win. You don't need any of that gear. You really don't. I beat the game with gear that I had found in game. I'm still finding things in game, and that gear is great. But this is crap. This is crap because it could have been a deciding factor for somebody to either make a purchase or make a purchase at the time, or even to actually they thought it looked cool. They thought it worked with what they had with certain runes and everything like that. It's poor business practices. It's really messed up, and Ubisoft really needs to let us know what's going on. You can't just be changing gear. If they can do that with that gear, they could do it with anything else that they want in this game, and that is not fair. If they're not going to do things to improve the game, but to like make more money, that is really shoddy business practices. And I gotta tell you, after yesterday's video showing that off, a lot of people are no longer willing to make any sort of Ubisoft purchases at all. Now, buying the gear sets, it's a way of supporting the developers, but right now it just looks like it's a way for them to make more money, where they're gonna get you to buy one thing, and then after you make the purchase, it becomes something else, and that is BS. That is completely shoddy. I did a video where I said, why are we so hard on CD Projekt Red and we're not so hard on Ubisoft? And a lot of people said, well, the whole problem was that CD Projekt Red, they promised the sun, the moon, and the stars and delivered a Ubisoft game. We're so content with Ubisoft games because we know what we're getting. We know we're getting a mess. Well, you know what? CD Projekt Red at least will do what they can to improve the game. Ubisoft right now, it looks like they're purposely breaking things. And that's BS. There was no reason to make this alteration to the gear. And honestly, you know what, Ubisoft? Whoever actually paid for that gear in any way, shape, or form, whether it was an entire pack or it was just the gear set itself, I really do feel like Ubisoft owes those people money. You either reimburse people because basically it's like you lied about what you sold, or you give us something else digitally for free, one of the newer sets or something comparable, because this is BS. I'm telling you, this is nonsense. If I go and I sell somebody a car and I tell you that this Ferrari is top of the line, it's beautiful, you pay me the money, I deliver the car to your home, you get in the car, and you can go from 0 to 60 in 2.2. It's got Honda parts in it or something like that. You're going to be pretty pissed. You're going to want your money back. You're going to sue me. You're going to do all kinds of stuff. Maybe that's what needs to happen to Ubisoft, because this is garbage. Anyway, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this all? Do you think that this is fair? Do you think that this is something that should have been done? Do you think that this is just par for the course? Should we just grab our toes and accept it? Or should we fight back? Do you think that this is something minor? Or do you think that this is something major? Do you think that it starts with this and then it becomes something even bigger somewhere down the line? They could screw us any which way they can with something else. Again, you don't need any of these gear sets at all in order to beat the game. You don't need any of these gear sets at all for any reason at all. But for me, it's the principle that people paid money for this, and now you're screwing them. And that's absolutely not right. You altered a gear set that maybe somebody strategically bought that gear set for a specific reason. You altered it. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot, and you hear news like this first. Until next time, I want you all to stay safe, be good, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next one.